One of the things that really inspires me is to work toward helping people who are in jail and prison understand how the decisions that they are making right now, today, are going to put them on a pathway to success. And the things that I like to do is show them how my decisions at the earliest stage of my journey, when I was first starting in prison back in August of 1987, I started thinking about how I wanted to emerge. And as I was preparing this course and the marketing materials that are going to go along with this course so that I can reach administrators across the country, I started looking at some of my early time when I first got out of prison. And this video that I'm going to play for you right now was filmed, and you can see it right there on YouTube. Let me close this out right there. You can see it on YouTube that I filmed this video on May the 12th, 2013, and I still remember this day because I was not yet finished with my prison sentence. You see, I was still inside of a home confinement, I guess, at the time. I was a full 3 months away before I concluded my prison term, and I was getting ready to film a commercial. So we can look at this right now and listen to what it was like for me, what I was thinking, and how I was preparing. So I'm going to play this video right now, and if it doesn't play here, I'll do another splice to make sure that it can play.
Hello, it's Michael Santos here on Sunday. Since I'm not allowed to leave my home, I'm running in place on the side of my house, practicing a commercial I'm going to film tomorrow at SRV Studios in San Ramon. So, here's a brief outline of how I practice. My name is Michael Santos. On May the 2nd, 2013, I attended a conference on best practices for reentry programs at Stanford University Law School. I listened as scholars joined together with judges, prosecutors, probation officers, and police chiefs who spoke in a unified voice. They emphasized the urgency of investing in reentry practices that would help at-risk populations return to their communities as law-abiding citizens. So there's the first paragraph. I've got about 7 paragraphs to memorize and internalize so that I can deliver effectively inside of the studio tomorrow. So much work ahead. Just wanted to share this report of the journey and how I prepare. Wish you well. Thank you. Michael Santos signing out on May the 11th, I believe, 2013.
So I filmed it on May the 11th, 2013, and you can see the little description there. So I was just really learning how to produce things on YouTube. It was really important for me to document the journey of how am I going to build my career. And the caption of it read, "Home confinement rules prohibit me from leaving my home on Sundays. I make good use of time by running in place and rehearsing the Straight A Guide prisoner reentry commercial that I will film tomorrow at SRV Studios in San Ramon." So now I can go and look on YouTube, and I actually found the video. That's not that one. There's a couple of them. It's this one. This was filmed or produced and published on May the 23rd. I probably filmed it I did film it the day after. But if I go back to it, now you can see the actual video.
My name is Michael Santos. On May the 2nd, 2013, I attended a conference at Stanford University Law School. The purpose of the conference that I attended was best practices for reentry systems. I listened closely as scholars spoke in a unified voice with judges, prosecutors, chiefs of police, and chiefs of probation. They all shared the message of an urgency for programs that would help people in prison emerge as law-abiding citizens. So I wanted to introduce myself and introduce the Straight A Guide Reentry Program. It is a program that people who have a vested interest in building safer, stronger communities will find of value. Now, I understand the importance of evidence-based practices, and the evidence will show that our program helps people in your care do away with criminal attitudes, change criminal lifestyles, avoid hanging out with criminal associates, and preparing themselves for a more successful, law-abiding life upon release. And I stand before you as a different kind of evidence, living, breathing evidence of what a truly best-in-class reentry program can produce. In 1987, I was an at-risk youth, and I was arrested and served the next 25 consecutive years in prisons of every security level. But because I followed this same values-based program that I've spun into our Straight A Guide, I emerged on August the 13th, 2012 immediately ready to begin contributing as a law-abiding citizen. And that's the message and the strategies that I want to show to people in your care. I believe that they will identify with that message because I am one of them, somebody who began learning inside of a prison when walls were closing in, when the ceiling and floor was closing in, suffocating the life out of me. And as they hear this message from one of their own, they will find the strength to tune out the negativity, to say no to the gangs, and to focus on discipline and a deliberate adjustment path. So please give us a call at the Michael G. Santos Foundation if you work in corrections, probation, or with at-risk youth, and we can design a straight-A guide program especially for you. But we offer this module, Module 1, as an example of precisely what our program is about. I look forward to speaking with you and to working with you closely to design a program that will fit your facility's needs, both its budget and its needs. Thank you so much for your time.
So that video was published on May 23rd, 2013, about 3 months before I concluded 26 years in prison. I was still in the halfway house. The caption reads, Introduction of a Values-Based, Goal-Oriented, Straight-A Guide Reentry Program. I designed the self-directed program to help offenders and at-risk populations prepare for law-abiding, contributing lives. I'm excited to begin offering the program to prisons, jails, probation departments, and schools. And we've gone on from there to continue that process. And now it's been just about 7 years since I filmed that. 7 years ago, I was still apparently in the halfway house. But I want to show people that in real life that it doesn't happen by accident. You've got to really start doing this work. All of this work I really built while I was still incarcerated. And just by documenting a journey, and this is what I am doing right now, documenting a journey of showing, well, what are the results? And so I can take this information inside of jails and prisons without even going in there personally, just producing these videos and help administrators, I hope, teach and inspire people who are living without hope, helping them see the real challenge is not to focus on where you are right now or the struggles in your life, but rather what you can become if you really develop stronger critical thinking skills, stronger communication skills, and just a real coherent plan that will help you grow to success. So I hope this is going. In fact, I will use this exact video to show people because I want to show those dates. I can't change that date. I don't have the ability to manipulate that date that you see there on YouTube. And that's what I want to show people. That happened while I was still in a halfway house. But it's not just that it was published then. It's all the work that had to go in beforehand. And that's what, I think evidence of this concept that an overnight success is frequently 20 years in the making. I want to help people start recognizing what they can do today to start preparing for success tomorrow. That's what being resilient is all about.